Hey gun enthusiasts, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something a bit different. Not the best guns to buy, but the ones you might want to avoid. If you're in the market for a new pistol, this is definitely one video you don't want to skip. We're counting down the 20 least reliable pistols that probably won't even make it to 1,500 rounds before giving you serious problems. Some of these might surprise you, even a few from big-name manufacturers that really drop the ball. So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's dive into the pistols that just don't make the cut. And hey, if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button to catch all our gun reviews, comparisons, and guides. Number 20. Jimenez Arms JA9. Starting our list at number 20 is the Jimenez Arms JA9. Now, I get it. The price point makes this 9mm incredibly tempting. You can find these for under $150 in many places, which makes it seem like a bargain for a self-defense weapon. But as the saying goes, you get what you pay for. Pros: extremely affordable. Compact size makes it easy to conceal. Decent ergonomics for smaller hands. Cons: frame cracks are common after just a few hundred rounds. Extraction issues are basically guaranteed. The pot metal slide has been known to crack. Poor quality control leads to inconsistent performance. The JA9 is notorious for its feeding issues. The magazine springs are weak from the factory, and the feed ramp is roughly machined. I've seen these guns jam consistently after just 200 to 300 rounds. The slide often fails to lock back, and the trigger becomes increasingly mushy with use. Some owners report their JA9 literally falling apart during range sessions. Remember folks, when it comes to something you might need to defend your life with, cutting corners on quality is never a good idea. Coming in at number 19 is the SCCY CPX2. Number 19, SCCY CPX-2. This is another budget-friendly option that's priced around $200 to $250, making it attractive for those looking for an inexpensive carry piece. Pros: price point is accessible, comes with a lifetime warranty, decent capacity with 10+1 rounds, attractive color options. Cons: double-action trigger that's heavy and gritty, frequent failure to feed issues, sights that drift under recoil. Many reports of broken firing pins before 1,000 rounds. The heavy trigger pull makes accurate shooting difficult, and the reliability issues make it a questionable choice for self-defense. Many owners have had to send their CPX2s back to the factory multiple times for repairs. While SCCY does honor their warranty, a gun that spends more time being shipped back and forth than in your holster isn't doing you much good. At number 18, we have the Taurus Spectrum. Number 18. Taurus Spectrum. When this .380 pocket pistol was released, it generated a lot of buzz with its sleek design and customizable color options. Sadly, its performance hasn't lived up to the hype. Pros: unique aesthetic design, comfortable grip texturing, very compact for deep concealment, lightweight at just 10 ounces. Cons: persistent extraction and ejection problems, heavy, gritty trigger, underpowered striker spring leading to light primer strikes. Many reports of failure to return to battery. The Spectrum seems to be particularly finicky about ammunition, but even with premium defensive rounds, many users report consistent failures to extract spent casings. The slide serrations are more decorative than functional, making it difficult to manipulate, especially with wet hands. After about 500 rounds, many owners report increasing issues with the gun failing to go completely into battery. Taurus has discontinued the Spectrum, which should tell you something about its overall success. Number 17 on our list is the Remington R51. Number 17, Remington R51. This pistol was supposed to be Remington's triumphant return to the concealed carry market with its revival of the Peterson hesitation lock design. Unfortunately, the execution left much to be desired. Pros: unique, low-bore axis design that theoretically reduces felt recoil, sleek, distinctive appearance, good ergonomics with comfortable grip angle, no external safety to fumble with. Cons: catastrophic reliability issues in first-generation models, Even fixed second-generation models suffer from feed issues, difficult to disassemble and reassemble correctly, unusual mechanical system that most gunsmiths aren't familiar with. The R51's troubled history began with its initial release, which had so many issues that Remington had to recall every single one. The redesigned version improved some problems, but introduced others. Many owners report their R51s experiencing failure to feed issues starting around 300 rounds, with problems becoming more frequent as round count increases. By 1,000 rounds, many R51s are experiencing malfunctions every magazine. The complex disassembly process often leads to improper reassembly, causing even more reliability issues. At number 16, we have the infamous Hi-Point C9. Number 16. Hi-Point C9. This pistol has achieved almost meme status in the gun community, and not for good reasons. Pros: extremely affordable at around $150, surprisingly accurate for the price point. Lifetime warranty regardless of ownership, simple blowback design with few parts to break. Cons: excessively heavy and bulky for a 9mm handgun. Poor ergonomics with awkward grip angle, zinc alloy slide that can crack with extended use. Consistent failure to feed with hollow point ammunition. While Hi-Point has a cult following of budget-conscious shooters, the C9 really struggles with reliability as round count increases. The heavy slide puts excessive wear on the frame, and many owners report frame cracks developing around 1,000 to 1,200 rounds. The magazines are often the weak point, with feed lips that bend easily and springs that weaken quickly. The heavy trigger pull and clunky design also make it difficult to shoot accurately under stress. While Hi-Point's warranty service is excellent, that doesn't help you if the gun fails when you need it most. Hey, if you're finding this information helpful, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're constantly testing and reviewing firearms so you don't waste your hard-earned money on unreliable guns. And drop a comment below if you've had any experience with the pistols we've covered so far. I'd love to hear your stories. Now, let's continue with our countdown of unreliable pistols you should avoid. Coming in at number 15 is the Bersa BP9CC. Number 15. Bersa BP9CC. This Argentinian-made pistol attempts to compete in the single-stack 9mm market, but falls short in several important areas. Pros: slim profile for concealed carry, good trigger pull for the price range, decent ergonomics and grip texture, affordable price point. Cons: persistent issues with the magazine disconnect safety, weak recoil spring assembly that needs frequent replacement, extraction problems that worsen over time, reports of frames cracking near the slide rails after 1,000 rounds. The BP9CC seems decent out of the box, but problems start appearing as the round count increases. The most common issue is the extractor losing tension, leading to failures to extract that become more frequent around the 700 to 800 round mark. The polymer frame has also been known to develop stress cracks around the slide rails with extended use. Many owners report having to replace the recoil spring assembly much earlier than expected, often around 1,000 rounds. This is far below what you'd expect from a modern defensive pistol. At number 14, we have the Kahr CM9. Number 14. Kahr CM9. This single-stack 9mm was designed specifically for concealed carry and has many fans due to its slim profile and good trigger. Pros: extremely compact and easy to conceal, smooth, long trigger pull with clean break, decent accuracy for its size, simple design with few controls to snag. Cons: requires a 200-round break-in period per manufacturer, feed ramp issues that persist even after break-in, tight tolerances that lead to reliability problems when dirty, weak magazine springs that cause feeding issues. The CM9 is a perfect example of a gun that sacrifices reliability for concealability. The tight tolerances that help make it so compact also make it susceptible to malfunctions when not perfectly clean. The feed ramp is particularly problematic, with many owners reporting persistent failure to feed issues even after the recommended break-in period. By around 1,200 rounds, many CM9s develop issues with the slide not fully cycling, especially with defensive ammunition. The factory magazines also tend to develop problems with the feed lips after extended use. Number 13 on our list is the Kel-Tec P-11. Number 13. Kel-Tec P-11. This compact 9mm was one of the first polymer-framed double-stack subcompacts on the market, but it hasn't aged well. Pros: lightweight and compact, double-stack magazine provides good capacity for its size, very affordable price point, simple and rugged design. Cons: extremely heavy, gritty trigger pull, uncomfortable grip texture and ergonomics, feed issues with hollow point ammunition, frame pins that walk out during extended firing. The P-11 has earned a reputation for being a truck gun, something you might keep around as a backup but not rely on as a primary defensive weapon. One of its most common issues is the frame pins walking out during firing, which can cause the gun to literally start falling apart at the range. Many owners report having to apply Loctite to the pins to keep them in place. The recoil spring assembly also tends to wear out quickly, leading to erratic cycling after about 1,000 rounds. While Kel-Tec's customer service is generally good, their quality control is notoriously inconsistent. At number 12, we have the pre-recall Taurus PT111G2. Number 12, Taurus PT111G2 pre-recall. While the current G2C and G3C models have improved, the original PT111G2 had serious safety concerns. Pros: affordable price point, good capacity for its size, comfortable grip texturing, decent trigger for a budget pistol. Cons: subject to a safety recall due to drop fire issues, persistent feeding and extraction problems, poor quality control from the factory, trigger assembly that deteriorates with use. The PT111G2 was part of a massive settlement in a class action lawsuit against Taurus due to pistols that could fire when dropped. Even beyond the safety issues, these pistols suffered from numerous reliability problems. The trigger bar spring commonly fails around 1,000 rounds, causing reset issues. Magazine springs weaken quickly, leading to feeding problems. Many owners report the slide failing to lock back on empty after just a few hundred rounds. While Taurus has improved their recent models, these older PT111G2s should be avoided entirely. Halfway through our list at number 11 is the Phoenix Arms HP22. Number 11. Phoenix Arms HP22. This inexpensive .22 LR pistol attracts buyers with its rock-bottom price, but the quality matches the cost. Pros: extremely affordable, often under $150, compact size, includes both safety features and a magazine disconnect, decent accuracy for the price. Cons: zinc alloy frame and slide that wear quickly, frequent failure to extract and stovepipe jams, safety can engage accidentally during firing, reports of parts breakage before 1,000 rounds. The HP22 exemplifies why relying on a budget .22 pistol for anything serious is problematic. The zinc alloy construction wears rapidly, with visible peening on the frame and slide often appearing before 500 rounds. The extractors are notoriously weak and frequently break or lose tension. Many owners report that their HP22s become progressively less reliable after just a few hundred rounds, with malfunctions becoming the norm rather than the exception by 1,000 rounds. While it might be fun for occasional plinking, it's definitely not something you'd want to rely on. Coming in at number 10 is the Cobra Enterprises CA380. Number 10. Cobra Enterprises CA380. This budget .380 pistol attracts buyers with its low price point, but it's a perfect example of you get what you pay for. Pros: very inexpensive, often under $150. Small size makes it easy to conceal. Simple design with few parts to break, decent trigger pull for the price. Cons: frame and slide made from zinc alloy, pot metal, frequently breaks extractors and firing pins. Poor fit and finish leads to feeding issues. Safety mechanism that can disengage during firing. The CA380 is notorious for its fragility. The zinc alloy frame and slide can actually crack under the stress of repeated firing. Many owners report their CA380s becoming paperweights after just 500 to 700 rounds. The extractors are particularly fragile, often breaking or losing tension after just a few hundred rounds. Magazine springs weaken quickly, leading to increasingly frequent feeding issues. While Cobra does offer a warranty, getting service can be challenging, and many owners simply give up on their CA380S once problems develop. At number 9, we have the Diamondback DB9. Number 9, Diamondback DB9. This slim 9mm pocket pistol seems impressive on paper, but it falls short in the reliability department. Pros: extremely thin and lightweight, good capacity for its tiny size, decent ergonomics for a micro pistol, affordable price point. Cons: fragile extractor that frequently breaks, issues with the slide not locking back, frequent failure to feed problem, sensitive to ammunition types. The DB9 was designed to be one of the smallest 9mm pistols on the market, and that extreme miniaturization comes at a cost. The thin slide and tiny parts lead to durability issues under the stress of 9mm pressures. The most common failure point is the extractor, which often breaks or loses tension before 1,000 rounds. Many owners report that their DB9s become increasingly unreliable around 700 to 800 rounds, with malfunctions becoming the norm rather than the exception. While Diamondback has improved their design somewhat in newer generations, the original DB9s are definitely guns to avoid. At number 8 is the Lorcin L9MM. Number 8, Lorcin L9MM. Although Lorcin is no longer in business, these pistols still show up on the used market, and they should be avoided at all costs. Pros: very low price point, simple blowback design, decent magazine capacity, surprisingly comfortable grip. Cons: zinc alloy construction that literally cracks and breaks, slides that can shatter under normal use, abysmal quality control, company is defunct, so no warranty or part support. Lorcin firearms have become the poster children for Saturday night specials, cheap, unreliable guns that are more dangerous to the user than to any target. The L9MM was their attempt at a 9mm pistol, but the zinc alloy construction simply couldn't handle 9mm pressures. There are documented cases of L9MM slides cracking and even shattering during normal use, creating a serious safety hazard. Most L9MMs develop serious reliability issues before 500 rounds, with total failure often occurring before 1,000 rounds. Given that Lorcin went out of business in 1999, finding parts or service for these pistols is virtually impossible. Number 7 on our list is the Jennings J-22. Number 7. Jennings J-22. This tiny .22 LR pistol was produced by various companies under slightly different names, including Bryco and Jimenez arms, but all share the same unreliable design. Pros: extremely inexpensive, very small and easily concealed, simple blowback operation, light trigger pull. Cons: prone to catastrophic failures, frequent firing pin breakages, extraction issues that make the gun unusable, made from zinc alloy that wears extremely quickly. The J-22 and its variants have earned a reputation as jam-o-matics due to their consistent feeding and extraction problems. The zinc alloy frame and slide wear rapidly, with many owners reporting visible peening and deformation after just a few hundred rounds. The firing pin is particularly fragile, often breaking before 500 rounds. Magazine springs weaken quickly, leading to increasingly frequent feeding issues. By 1,000 rounds, most J-22s have developed so many problems that they're essentially unusable. At number 6, we have the Raven Arms MP25. Number 6. Raven Arms MP25. While this company has been out of business for decades, these small .25 ACP pistols still circulate on the used market. Pros: extremely compact size, very lightweight, simple design, inexpensive when new. Cons: zinc alloy construction that wears and cracks, frequent extraction and feeding issues, safety mechanism that can fail, slides that can crack under normal use. The MP25 is another example of the Saturday Night Special category, cheaply made, unreliable, and potentially dangerous to the user. The zinc alloy frame and slide wear quickly under even light use, with many owners reporting visible damage after just a few hundred rounds. The extractors are particularly problematic, often failing completely before 500 rounds. Magazine springs weaken quickly, leading to increasingly frequent feeding issues. Given that Raven Arms went out of business in 1991, finding parts or service for these pistols is impossible. Coming in at number 5 is the Davis Industries P380. Number 5, Davis Industries P380. This cheap .380 pistol was produced until the company went out of business in 1999. Pros: very low price when new, compact size, simple blowback design, decent trigger pull. Cons: zinc alloy construction that can't handle .380 pressures, frequent breakages of the firing pin and extractor slides that can crack under normal use, no warranty or parts support available. The P380 suffers from all the same problems as other zinc alloy pistols, but the higher pressures of the .380 ACP cartridge make these issues even more pronounced. The slides on these pistols have been known to crack before 500 rounds, creating a serious safety hazard. Extractors frequently break or lose tension, leading to constant stovepipe jams. Most P380s develop serious reliability issues well before 1,000 rounds. Given that Davis Industries is long out of business, these pistols should be avoided entirely. At number 4, we have the Rohm RG10. Number 4, Rohm RG10. This German-made .22 revolver was imported into the US in large numbers during the 1960s and 1970s, and they still show up on the used market. Pros: extremely inexpensive when new, small size for concealment. Revolver design eliminates feeding issues, simple operation. Cons: zinc alloy construction that wears extremely quickly, timing issues that develop after minimal use, fragile firing pins that break easily, cylinders that can lock up after minimal firing. While revolvers are generally more reliable than semi-automatics, the RG10 is a notable exception. The zinc alloy frame and cylinder wear extremely quickly, leading to timing issues where the cylinder doesn't align properly with the barrel. This can cause dangerous gas leakage and even bullet shaving. The firing pins are notoriously fragile, often breaking before 500 rounds. By 1,000 rounds, most RG10s have developed so many problems that they're essentially unusable. Given their age and poor quality, these revolvers should be avoided entirely. Number 3, Hi-Point C F380. At number 3, we have another Hi-Point entry, the CF380. While Hi-Point has earned a reputation for producing functional firearms at budget prices, the CF380 is particularly problematic. Pros: very affordable price point, lifetime warranty, regardless of ownership, heavy weight absorbs some recoil, simple blowback design. Cons: zinc alloy slide that cracks under extended use, extraction issues that worsen over time, frequent failure to feed with hollow point ammunition, reports of frames cracking near the slide rails. The CF380 suffers from all the same issues as the C9 we discussed earlier, but the different pressures and dimensions of the .380 ACP cartridge seem to exacerbate these problems. The zinc alloy slide often develops cracks around the ejection port after just 700 to 800 rounds. The heavy slide puts excessive stress on the frame, leading to frame cracks in many cases. Magazine springs weaken quickly, causing increasingly frequent feeding issues. While Hi-Point's warranty service is excellent, that doesn't help you if the gun fails when you need it most. Coming in at number 2 is the Bryco Arms Model 38. Number 2, Bryco Arms Model 38. This .380 pistol was produced until Bryco went bankrupt in 2003, but they still show up on the used market. Pros: Very low price when new, compact size for concealment, simple design with few controls, reasonably comfortable grip. Cons: zinc alloy construction that can't handle .380 pressures, slides that can crack or even shatter during use, extractors that frequently break or lose tension. Company is defunct, so no warranty or parts support. The Model 38 is infamous for its poor reliability and potential safety hazards. The zinc alloy slide simply can't handle the pressures of .380 ACP ammunition, leading to cracks and even catastrophic failures in some cases. The extractors are particularly problematic, often failing completely before 500 rounds. Magazine springs weaken quickly, causing increasingly frequent feeding issues. Most Model 38s develop serious reliability issues well before 1,000 rounds, and many fail completely by that point. Given that Bryco is long out of business, these pistols should be avoided entirely. And finally, at number 1 on our list of least reliable pistols is the Jimenez Arms JA380. Number 1. Jimenez Arms JA380. This budget .380 pistol represents perhaps the perfect storm of reliability issues. Pros: extremely low price point, compact size for concealment. Simple design includes a magazine, disconnect safety. Cons: frame cracks that develop after minimal use. Slide made from zinc alloy that cracks under normal use. Frequent extraction and feeding issues. Reports of parts breaking free inside the gun. The JA380 combines all the worst aspects of budget pistols. The zinc alloy slide can't handle the pressures of .380 ACP ammunition, leading to cracks and deformation after just a few hundred rounds. The frame often develops cracks around the slide rails after 500 to 600 rounds. Extractors frequently break or lose tension, causing constant stovepipe jams. Magazine springs weaken quickly, leading to increasingly frequent feeding issues. By 1,000 rounds, most JA380s have developed so many problems that they're essentially unusable. With Jimenez Arms now out of business, after declaring bankruptcy in 2020, these pistols should be avoided at all costs. And there you have it, folks. The 20 least reliable pistols that likely won't make it to 1,500 rounds before giving you serious headaches. If you've made it this far, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our upcoming video on the most reliable pistols that can go 10,000 plus rounds without a hiccup. Have you owned any of these pistols? Did they perform better or worse than I described? Or do you have another unreliable pistol that should have made this list? Drop a comment below and let us know your thoughts.